Hello everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what's happening with XRP and the XRP community. Now, before we jump into it, I just want to state I'm obviously not a financial advisor, nor this is financial advice, but this is just for entertainment value only. But we can see here from Krieg, XRP USD. Now, if we see this chart right here, the last run we had and the consolidation of it, we went all the way down to like this area. Now we're at the same situation here. We should be, from this chart it looks like we should be going back down to this area. I do not know which, what price that is, but it looks like maybe 15 cents. If we should see 15 cents and like we're at the bottom of the channel and pattern, we should see this huge explosive move like right there. We should see this play out, but anything can really happen. Now let's just jump right into the news, guys. As is daily tweeted out, in the next month or two, the US will release new policy. The US will have a level playing field again.
I think in the next month or two, US will release new policy regarding expanding the power of CFIUS to review the Chinese investment in the US, especially in the technology sector. So that is the fundamental interest of competition between US and China. And I think in this new era, the new technology will make this issue even more intense because China's rise really benefited from the global trade, globalization, and more because of the emergence of the internet. So internet boosted democratization of information, and also especially during the mobile internet age, China benefited greatly by leveraging its 1.4 billion people, and the internet revolution really revolutionized many industries. And the new era of AI, IoT, 5G will actually even more boost the national competitiveness and productivity of the country, of each country. So that's why this new era of technology is becoming more important for geopolitics. And think about so China right now, the national companies are already very competitive technologically, although US is still leading in advanced technology research, but China is very aggressive on application. So the AI, IoT, 5G will more apply to the industries. And imagine all the manufacturing facilities in China will adopt IoT or will be automated through AI and analytics, and how that will boost the country to grow even further. So that is why I think U.S. right now is trying to localize the supply chain in U.S. That's actually also possible because AI, IoT, and 5G actually will democratize the labor cost. And that will actually potentially bring a lot of manufacturing jobs back to the U.S. So I think that will be very interesting dynamics for the next phase of competition between the two countries. On the one hand, China has a lot of use cases for industrial application for technology. On the other hand, U.S. will, kind of be more competitive by, the labor costs have a level playing field.
There we go again, guys. The level playing field, US. Everyone says level playing field. I've been hearing this term a lot, and I mean a lot. Hostile tweeted out, the question of digitalization of the world economy is happening more and more. We could see here there's no stopping it. Davos 2020.
Although the issue has been on the table for quite a while, the world had not organized itself around a few of the concepts that are fundamental here in order to address them. And last but not least, the question of digitalization of the world economy is happening more and more and more every day. This is not about digital companies. Please, let's be clear. This is not about the companies of any one particular country. This is about the process of digitalization, where if you're a finance minister, you see the base shrinking because digital is all over the place and happening more and more and more. And the question is, how do you address a new set of rules? How do you establish new rules of the game to deal with this new reality where before one of the key rules was, for example, that you have to have a physical presence in a market. Right now, you can be anywhere in the world and doing billions and billions of business in a particular location, a particular country, in a particular city, and you never even stand in there or stop by.
So there we go, guys, a new reality as well. Globalization of the world economy is happening more and more. We're getting there. More progress is happening. Next is from Happy XRP. The World Economic Forum (WEF) has just published a central bank digital currency policymaker toolkit to help central banks design and launch a digital currency. So that's quite okay. So this is quite interesting. So the WEF has published a central bank digital currency policymaker toolkit. So I'm guessing they published a toolkit so the banks can make their own digital currency. Next is from Mac Attack. Today, BG, XRP, Brad Garlinghouse, we could see here. Today, Brad Garlinghouse spoke, and then tomorrow's Friday, so Christine Lagarde is speaking. Global Economic Outlook. That's going to be very quite interesting as well. Access Daily tweeted out this video.
You know, it's one of the questions that I've asked the teams. What happens when Brexit happens? Are we all ready? Have we taken all the steps that we had to take? Have we alerted sufficiently the private sector operators to themselves take the right measures? And my assessment today is that yes, we have. Just to remind you, back in March of 2019, we activated swap lines with the Bank of England to make sure that on both sides of the channel there would be enough euros and sterlings so that operations could continue in a smooth manner despite the implementation of Brexit. We have alerted and reminded the banks of all the necessary measures that they have to take in order to be in a good position to continue to operate irrespective of Brexit. And we have reason, good reason to believe that this is so. And don't forget that, there was this high-level working group between the Bank of England and the ECB at the level of both president and governor, in order to make sure that they had checked all the boxes and covered the potential risks. You never know. There can always be a risk somewhere, but I think that in good conscience we have looked at everything that we thought was necessary.
Now I just want to show this right here. I'm pretty sure all of you guys have noticed this owl that's golden. Isn't that quite interesting? Why is she wearing an owl that's golden as well silver hair? Pump was talking about Bitcoin has many use cases, and then Shogo tweeted out this is a fact. Now we can see XRP Bitcoin. Look at that. XRP's clean. Right there again, guys. So if they're pushing the agenda, remember the climate change agenda. There we go, guys. XRP, main coin. Actually, XRP tweeted out XRP rallied to $3.80 without this Ripple Net ODL. Now it's live and breaking new high in transactions. The cheapest, fastest, and most secure digital assets takes the prize. Let's watch this video.
Now, only 2% of internet users have even been exposed to crypto. We are a niche, small piece of shit in the universe of business, all right? But this is going to change. A lot of new people are going to come into the space. We talked about the growth numbers that you are expecting each year. You think that 16% of the internet population are going to use crypto in the next 5 years, right?
Easily. Yeah.
Easily. So where are all these people going? They don't know anything about the current wars that are taking place, the current toxicity within the crypto community. They are going to go with the currency that gives them the cheapest fees, the fastest transactions, the most reliability. And currently, unfortunately, that is not Bitcoin. Right now, only...
There we go, guys. Unfortunately, it is not Bitcoin. XRP, the fastest, cheapest, most secure digital assets, takes the prize. I could tweet out, we are victims of a broken global payments infrastructure. You can remodel the house, which Swift is doing, but you won't fundamentally fix the problem unless you re-architect the house from the ground up, which Ripple is doing. Brad Garlinghouse on stage at WF20. We could see here Brad Garlinghouse was speaking, and he said, unless you re-architect the house from the ground up, which Ripple XRP has done and doing. Next is from Assets Daily. Once again, the Financial Times. I like your owl. Now let's watch this. This is
Good
again,
afternoon. Thank you.
Martin Arnold from the Financial Times. I like your owl.
Good afternoon.
There we go. He said, I like your owl. You see right there. So everything is getting quite interesting on, what they're wearing, everything like this all connects. Now, guys, we're into the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. We could see here. Cryptomaniac tweeted out, well, WTF is that now? How in the world did BG know? Look at this. He's wearing that crown, it looks like right there. But if we go down here, look at this. It looks quite similar, doesn't it, guys? The Jester. And then the Jester from Fifi once again. Owl. Owls. First prize. Again with the prizes. Next week's from Reborn. There's 50 again. The revolution will be televised. Super Bowl. The 50th. 2nd February 2020. Remember that the 2nd of February something crazy should happen. Wasn't that a date before as well? But then there's a Super Bowl. Wow. It feels like everything's connecting, to be honest. I do not know why. And then Fire Explosion tweeted out, she repeats one word many times, price stability, 2K XRP. Now, does this mean if XRP does moon, to thousands of dollars, will it be stable at those prices and no more? You have the chance to get in XRP and, ride the train upwards. But price stability. Now, Baba Ka comes back with a lot of tweet. We could see here so many, Brexit, we're leaving next Friday. So Brexit is coming through. Now, new clues have come to light. Lodestar 3, remember from BG. Now he keeps on going. XRP is ready. If we go up here, do not forget my dates for January. They have been the same since September. So it begins January 21st. 10 days of excitement. Announcement January 31st. 1 year delta. Again, 1 year delta, guys. Last tweet for today's video, level playing field. Again, the Jester. We can see so many level playing fields again.
It is time to level the playing field.
There we go. Once again, level the playing field. But hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next video. And yeah, guys, have an amazing day. And yeah, guys, see ya.